to today's video. I'm going to talk to you about the difference between using dumbbells versus a barbell today. I say versus, and it's one of those false things that happen in the internet where we create a dichotomy. It's got to be dumbbells versus barbells, and if you like that type of thing, it drives the algorithms up. But we're trying to say how we can use them both, when and why. So hopefully this will be useful for sports coaches and people looking to get fit for sport, understanding the differences. So for today's video, I'm just using a 10 kilo barbell and two 5 kilo dumbbells, just so they both weigh, the total is 10 kilos for demonstration purposes. So, what's the difference and why do we use them? This is a key thing. Okay. First of all, neither is better. Both have their uses. Okay. Some people, I was on a coaching clinic a couple of weeks ago, and some people saying we're just using dumbbells to get ready for the barbell. Well, for many sports and exercises, dumbbell work may be better than barbell, and then others we want to use the barbell as well. So, what's the advantage? I'll just show. One advantage of dumbbells is that they generally start lighter. It's most gyms you won't see a 10 kilo barbell. We've got 10 kilos, 15, 17 and a half and 20 kilo barbells. But many gyms just start with 20 kilos, which is too heavy a weight for young people and beginner athletes to start. So one advantage of dumbbells is that they are lighter. Okay? So they are lighter to start with, so they are more suitable for beginners. Another advantage of dumbbells is that wherever your hands can go, the dumbbell can go too. So dumbbells allow a greater range of movement than a barbell does. Okay? So for example, in just a normal press, here, I could also press behind my head, okay, or out to the sidewall. Okay? And we might want to do, you think, well, why do you want to do that? That's not textbook technique. No, but if we're doing activities which require a lot of overhead work, so any throwing, racket sports, swimming, or anything where striking is, we might want to increase the range of motion. We can't do that with a dumbbell. A barbell. So, here, the barbell is much more fixed range of movement. So it's just going up and down. I can go behind my head slightly, and I might be able to go to the side there and there, but I'm more restricted because I've got to have two hands on the bar. Another exercise, apart from overhead press, so you can see the difference between a dumbbell and a barbell, is the bent over row. So a bent over row, here, or here. So far, doesn't look much different from what I can do with a barbell. But, watch now. Here I can do alternate dumbbells. Okay, I can rotate my hands, and you should be able to see that I can get a greater range of motion I can work through a greater range of motion with a dumbbell, and I'm also adding some rotation towards it. Okay, so that's another advantage of the dumbbells. So just the two exercises, press and bent over row, you can see there's a greater range of motion, and we can use in different planes of movement rather than just up and down, so the barbell's more fixed. The third reason, and this is just as important as a physical reason, is that the dumbbell is less intimidating to beginners. So when you walk into a room and there's heavy barbells, it's a bit of a shock to the system. But the dumbbells seem to be less intimidating, and so I find that when I work with young athletes or female athletes who are adverse to going into the gym for whatever reasons, the dumbbells are a great place to start. Okay, so we can work lighter dumbbells that is. Okay, so that's some of the advantages of dumbbells. So, what are the advantages of a barbell? Well, the same reasons that caused it to be a bit of a disadvantage compared to dumbbells for range of movement means that because the range of movement is fixed, because it's fixed, there's less variability within the movement, so less muscles being used to stabilise or control your body, and more weight can be lifted. Okay, so more load can be lifted. Okay, more load can be lifted because the barbell itself is more rigid. Okay, so that is the main advantage of the barbell. It's fixed, requires less control, so we can add more load to it. Now, depending on the goal of the sport, if your sport requires you to move against mass, or you're trying to develop power or even size, then having more load will help you do that. So that's the number one advantage of the barbell. The other thing, just things about in the gym, obviously we can store a rack of barbells here, and you need a lot of dumbbells if you're working with big groups. But the bottom line, if you're looking for the answer which is better, we use both. Okay, we use dumbbells for variability, range of motion, and also single arm work as well. That's the one thing I forgot to mention. And then we use the barbell work for control and adding bigger loads. There you have it. Use barbells and dumbbells, but you've got to know why you're using them in the first place. Thanks for watching.